weather, news, sports, and more. This is the Warrior News, Wilson's source for news and information. Broadcasting from Wilson Area High School, the Warrior News starts right now.
Good morning, Wilson. Today is Monday, February 27, 2017. On this day in 1991, the Gulf War ended after the Iraqi troops retreated and the U.S. was able to retake Kuwait. I'm Matea Jordan.
And I'm Ryan O'Brien.
The Guidance Department has plenty of scholarship opportunities available for seniors. Criteria and applications are available on the Guidance Office webpage, through the high school website, and on the black rack outside of the Guidance Office.
District-wide PIAA sports physicals will be held tomorrow, Tuesday, February 28th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. in the high school gym. SIPI physical forms and research forms are available in the medical office.
Stable Tables will be selling tables with custom orders available. The base model will cost $17.99 with additional prices for custom orders. Stable Tables, on time, on demand.
The International Club is working this year to send Christmas presents to children around the world who otherwise wouldn't receive any gifts. The club is currently collecting empty shoeboxes as well as unused toys, which you can give to Ms. Saylor or any International Club member.
There will be a cheerleading sign-up meeting along with a parent meeting on March 1st in the high school cafeteria at 6:30 p.m. This will be for girls or boys going into 9th through 12th grades. Tryouts will begin on March 13th from 6:30 to 8:30. You may try out for just fall or winter sports or competition team, which includes fall and winter. Open gym will be held Tuesdays at Avona from 6 to 7:30.
A Cairn University representative will be here tomorrow, Tuesday, February 28th, during period 6 to speak with any interested juniors. If you would like a pass, please see guidance.
Attention all seniors in Warrior Club service. If you will have 100 hours by May, please see Mrs. White in room 105 to arrange for a cord at your graduation.
Wilson Soccer is selling t-shirts. If you're interested, see Mr. Stewart in room 103.
That's all we have for you today, Wilson. Be sure to add us on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter to keep up to date with your Warrior News.
And be sure to keep your TVs on for today's broadcast of News in Minutes with me and Pete.
I'm Matea Jordan.
And I'm Ryan O'Brien. Have a great day. Good morning, Wilson. Today is Monday, February 27, 2017. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
And I'm Peter Rivera.
And this is your News in Minutes. The Northampton Court has recently denied bail to a man who killed a 9-year-old boy in a hit and run in Hanover Township. The man's attorney tried to use the excuse that the collision was caused by an ingrown toenail, a detail not sympathized with in court. Bodies of 2 missing girls from Indiana were found near a creek, and their deaths are being investigated as a double homicide. One of the girls, Liberty German, took cell phone video of a man that police say is a suspect. Last week, police released a photo of the man from the video. German and the other victim, Abigail Williams, disappeared after taking a hike on a trail. The ceasefire in eastern Ukraine is already over. Although peace talks began on Monday and both the Ukrainian troops and the Russian-affiliated separatists were supposed to withdraw heavy weapons, there is no sign of this happening. Just one day after peace talks began, there were over 200 violations of the ceasefire agreement.
After the split between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt on September became viral, the two mature adults decided to keep the breakup a secret until now. Jolie claims that it was a very difficult time as they split because of an incident accusing Pitt of child abuse. Pitt was not charged with any counts of child abuse after the incident became public. Angelina says that her 6 children are the only things keeping her going. She wants to find a way through the trauma and come out a stronger family as before. The family is settling into a routine to keep their everyday lives how they used to be before the split. Jolie is worried that things may never be as organized and as easy as they had been, and she fears that the responsibility of the house will be dumped on her. At the moment, custody rights are not being shared, and Jolie is taking on all responsibility of the children and the house. The 15 worst cities in the world to drive in because of traffic go from Los Angeles, California to Bangkok, China. The cause is because of growing economies and rising population. People who find homes to live in and sights to see, they travel to these cities and create hours of traffic.
A Catasauqua woman is facing a criminal charge after police said her toddler son was found walking alone outside in a wet diaper. The boy was found wearing only a shirt and a wet diaper, but no pants, socks, or shoes. Temperature at the time outside was about 32 degrees. Officers said that they went to the apartment where they found the boy's mother asleep on the couch. The 29-year-old was arrested and charged with child endangerment. She was freed on $10,000 unsecured bail. The child was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital in Salisbury Township, where he was treated and released to Lehigh County's Children and Youth Services. NASA announced the discovery of 7 Earth-sized planets. They all orbit the same star, and they appear to be planets that could potentially support life. 3 of the 7 planets are in the habitable zone, meaning that they are not too hot or too cold. And to top it all off, the planets are relatively close, just a mere 40 light years away.
New Jersey is the last state in the country that prohibits drivers from pumping their own gas. The driver pumping the gas isn't the one that will get the fine, it's the owner of the gas station. It is technically the dealer's fault for not stopping the pumper. The first fines can range from $50 to $250, and fines after that can go up to $500. A father and a son were killed in the most unexpected way. They crashed into each other. Both collided headfirst into each other when they were both driving on the highway. The father was 50 years old and the son was 20 years old. Both were rushed into the hospital, but without any luck died.
This Tuesday, Trump was attending an African American museum where he then said that anti-Semitism and racism has to be stopped. Many Jewish communities have been getting call-in bomb threats, which appear to just be calls to scare these communities. The communities that have been receiving these calls are Jewish communities in New York, Alabama, Ohio, Illinois, and Texas. Trump says that these things are the very thing that destroys our country and makes us divided instead of whole. Chicago Public Schools say they will deny federal immigration agents access to district buildings and personnel unless served with a criminal warrant. School districts from Pennsylvania to California have stepped up efforts to calm fear and uncertainty in immigrant communities over Trump administration directives that would significantly expand the power of immigration officers and could set the stage for mass detentions and deportations.
For the few of you who may not know, Harambe was a gorilla in the Cincinnati Zoo who met death last May when handlers shot him after dragging a small boy who had gotten into his sanctuary. Ever since, Harambe has been quite popular with jokes and memes throughout social media. An average person, while eating a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, pulled out of the bag a Cheeto that seems to have a striking resemblance to Harambe. Bidding on January 28th, the Cheeto was bid on eBay for $11.99. The auction ended 3 days later with a whopping winning bid of $99,900. Rest in peace, Harambe.
The Trump administration withdrew Obama-era protections for transgender students in public schools that let them use bathrooms and facilities corresponding with their gender identity. The announcement is a victory for opponents of the Obama administration that believe the federal government never should have gotten involved in the issue. Sargento Foods incorporated its expanding recall over its products and has ended its relationship with its supplier over potential contamination of its cheeses. Sargento issued a statement saying their concern for the health and well-being of customers is more important than their relationship with the company that supplied Sargento with a potentially contaminated cheese. Thanks for joining us for this episode of News in Minutes. Make sure you check back next week for the next episode.
And make sure to follow Warrior News on Instagram and Twitter at Warrior News 15. That's all we have. I'm Peter Rivera.
And I'm Ryan O'Brien. We'll see you in a minute and next week on the next episode of News in Minutes. Yeah.